I like that music.
That was pretty dramatic music. I do like that.
It's one of your YouTube channels that you that now since watching.
Free.
Yeah, I was still. Yeah, we are on, bro. You're only in when we're live.
Nice, dude. Well, what kind of music? That's some fucking pussy music.
I
dude. What happened to that real cool?
I listen to Nick as little as possible, so only when we're live.
Yeah, I only want to talk to you when we're live.
Well, that's a good segue, dude. You know, I don't mean to get serious here, dude. Now that you're saying that, but you know, it's been a rough year, dude. You know, Tyler, you've been really nice to me, dude, and you know, I want to get you something for Christmas. I'll mail it down to you, man. You know, it has been it's been a rough year, dude. So I appreciate everything you've done for me, man. If I can get the box here for you, I'll mail it down to you.
But you're gonna open it for him? So nice of you.
Merry Christmas, motherfucker.
You look like a lump. You look like if a lump of coal was a person.
I feel like it too, dude.
Your camera definitely did get much clearer than it was pre-show. It was a mess pre-show.
Dude, I'm always on, dude.
So right, thanks for
turned up.
Welcome everybody back to the open mic. What's up, Cole? What's up, Liz? Thanks everybody for jumping in. We're gonna have Kenny coming on in a minute. He was here and then he disappeared, and then we're gonna have Anthony from Heroic Industries pop in also. But we got a couple things to talk about. I don't know where Kenny went, so do you just want to roll into some of this, Tyler?
He's right. I can see him. I think rumor has it he's still ranting in his car right now.
He's fucking hot. He was hot. I didn't preload his video. I probably should have.
Oh, I've got it. Don't worry.
Oh, you got it. Oh yeah, that's right. You're co-producing.
I'm on it.
So yeah. So
you want to Kenny, I was just being truthful and real, and I'm kind of saying cops can't get on the same page. That's another one of the things. I didn't directly say it, but that's one of my things is cops can't ever get on the same page. And sure shit, one of the major influencer cops, Kenny, goes and tells me I'm wrong. So just attribute that to what I was saying. But let's go ahead. Oh, let me share the screen. Hold on. Now I am retarded when it comes to StreamYard. I will say that.
Here, I put us over now. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, share screen. Instagram. Is it up?
No, that's what she said.
How's it not up?
Again, that's what she said.
Oh, I gotta hit add to stage. All righty.
There it is. Hey. All right.
Single fucking person, Jimmy. I'm telling you, hated their job.
When you were on the job, did you not hate when people lumped you together?
Yeah.
You guys can hear.
Well, something just happened. Something just happened. You just killed the music.
All right, hold on. If you guys can hear it, I can't hear it, but that's okay.
I heard it before, but then you did something.
Person, Jimmy. I'm telling you, hated their job.
When you were on the job, did you not hate when people lumped you together with everyone else that wore a badge and not looked at you as an individual for what you've done or who you are? Why would you, within 6 months, leave the profession and then go down that same path?
Culture is so bad now. Yeah. You're written up for everything. It's a joke.
It is a joke.
The job's a joke.
Why is all of a sudden everything bad? Morale's bad everywhere. No one loves their job. Well, if I'm the man that's standing on the island by myself, so be it. But I think this is the greatest profession with the greatest humans in it. Are there bad? Absolutely. No profession is perfect. But as far as 100% of everything and there's no good administrations, it's all bullshit. It's not true. It's not factual by any means. I mean, look at Mike's boy, Jordan Ennis. Like, he's an administrator and everyone loves him because he's doing the job the right way for the right reasons. That's all you need. And there's cops all over the country. There's admins all over the country. Matter of fact, let's showcase those departments so those departments blow up with amazing cops because they want to go there because they're administrative supportive of them being proactive and actually doing the job.
Well, you rolled that stop sign while you're running code to somebody dying.
And for the love of God, Stop lying to Jimmy. This never happened.
On record, but I would listen to how it would improve police morale across the country.
And as far as national police, you're the biggest one that talks about, we can't have the national police because that's a slippery slope. Well, no shit. When do citizens have the most control over their law enforcement? At a city level, where they can elect the politicians that then put those cops in place or that chief in place, and then you go to the county and then the state police. If we have one person that sits over a national law enforcement, could you imagine that? So you said some asinine things today, Tyler. And I think that you're just coming out of left field with it, and you're hoping that someone comes and combats it. Well, I'll stand on that island. This is the greatest profession that anyone could have, with some of the greatest humans I know in it.
Ooh, coming at you hard, bro. Coming at you hard. And I got to give it to Kenny, because just what you were critiquing Mike about this week on your shows, about how Mike does his self-talk very monotone and very, very, Kenny made sure he was passionate while in his police car, talking about the profession. Later, Nick.
Yeah, it was so profound. Nick just got up and left.
Nick's ready to go back to work. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm going
out.
to do that.
I can't deal with this bullshit.
I'm going to the greatest job in the world.
All right, bring on. I see his name down there. It says Company Man.
Oh,
no,
there
it's
it is.
Kenny.
There it
It's
is.
Kenny.
There it
All
is.
Hey,
Kenny, turn your phone sideways.
Is it better? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, there it is.
Whatever.
Perfect. What up, Kenny? Sarge?
Oh, that makes sense. He's
Yeah,
got
so I
rank
mean,
now.
I'll kind of go on into a little bit more like there's people that look up to Mike and Tyler that want to get in the profession. Probably cops that we would want. Did I just get cut off?
No, you're good.
So there's individuals that are getting into law enforcement or want to get into law enforcement, and you have Tyler out there saying everything's awful. There's no good police departments. Admins suck. Cops suck. Supervision sucks. And he doesn't specify this is a ratio, blah, blah. He says everyone, 100%, every time. And I'm like, dude, it's not that fucking way. So that's my only argument is there's young people that are looking up to them, probably people that we want to be cops, and then they disparage it. And on the other end of the spectrum, I'm not a huge fan of fucking TikTok cops dancing on doing their whatever the hell they do. And that also gives a bad perception of what law enforcement is. So that both ends of the spectrum, I just think that when you say absolutely 100% all the time, it is not factual of what actually takes place.
Nope.
Okay, fair enough. Silence.
No, your phone like clipped out.
Kind of cut out at the end, so we didn't know if you were
fuck.
done.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Don't
But
you hate that when YouTube, you're such on a good rant, and YouTube's like, dude, shut up, and just kills the vibe.
Yeah,
Totally.
I don't know
So,
what,
I mean-
I don't know what you guys missed, but
Tyler,
What-
defend yourself.
Well, first off, Kenny looks like he's about to break into Kevin McAllister's home.
I'm going to
But-
mute Kenny. I'm going to mute him because his Kenny, raise your hand when you're ready to talk again, because you're okay. Yeah, Indiana's got bad cell towers. They don't believe in 5G over there in Indiana.
Hmm.
Oh,
There he
he's
is.
somewhat back. All right, I'll unmute you when you're ready to fight back.
Yeah, I mean, and it's clear as day. I mean, the young people coming into the profession absolutely need to know this stuff, so they don't get in and go, "I was lied to." This is not, and I'm glad that there are departments out there that treat their guys well. There's obviously guys like Anthony included that do 20, 25 years or about to, yourself, Justin, and really have no gripes or complaints. But when real cops are out there in the hood making arrests, finding dope, finding drugs, finding, guns and warrants, there's a lot of, when it comes to proactivity and hands-on, there's a lot of back end to that no one ever talks about. So
Sorry, I'm sitting here trying to work on Kenny's audio or whatever from my side.
I'm trying to
What
work
a
on
mess.
Kenny as a human being, but
Yeah. No, and so to your point, and I mean, Nick's got.
Can you mute Kenny until he comes back.
I keep trying to mute him, but I'm gonna remove him from the stage for a second.
God, they killed Kenny.
Yeah, Nick's been waiting for me to remove him just to
Not a
say
good
that.
paper. He had to go.
Oh,
But to Kenny's point, when I came on the job, people were telling me, but they were in the job. They weren't necessarily social media influencers, podcasters, and stuff like that. But I definitely had guys from my own agency telling me stuff like, "Oh, bro, they're gonna come and get you," this and that, and saying some of the, the boogeyman is gonna come and get you, just like some of the stuff that Tyler's saying. And I think it's incumbent. It's awesome. And why don't you bring us in the shower, Nick? So they fucking. I think it's incumbent upon us to, filter some of that stuff out, and then the guys coming into the job to be smart about it. Listen to the Tylers of the world, listen to the Kennys of the world, and listen to all of us. Please subscribe and fucking make their own decisions and grow up and do what Tyler's always been saying. Hey, if it's a 4-year career for you and you decide that this isn't a job for you, don't be upset and don't be all disgruntled. Just go, all right, cool, man. I'm going to resign and I'm going to go become a car salesman or whatever the hell your job is. I'm going to try one more time to bring Kenny back in. Oh, Kenny's in a dead zone. This would have been a good conversation.
So listen. So when I got on the job, I realized I was never closer to being arrested than I was as a cop, especially when you're on the stand. That was definitely true 25, 26 years ago. And I would say it's even truer today. You have all of these radical district attorneys throughout the country that were in place for a reason, to collapse our criminal justice system. And right here in Philadelphia, we have let him go Larry Krasner, who goes out of his way to lock up police officers. He withholds exculpatory evidence, lies during discovery. I mean, it's criminal what he's doing. I can put together a whole list for you. In fact, I have. And, this is what cops are battling today. We really didn't see that 25 years ago. Your district attorney was part of the police force, you know what I mean, and was an ally. And now not only do you have to worry about, doing your job correctly, you're being filmed all the time, and video lies 100% of the time without the proper context. If you don't have the proper context, you don't know what the hell's going on with the video. And I posted a clip not too long ago, Mike saying, lock the cop up, because you've seen a cop throwing a guy on the ground and he fell. And if you watch the entire video, or even if you understand what's going on in the video, I don't care if you're in handcuffs or not, you don't have a right to strike officers with knees, with foots. You're not allowed to spit on them. The guy was fighting them the entire time. The cop fell. And unfortunately, the guy got a header into the wall. So did the cop. But, to my point is, video lies 100% of the time without the proper context or a full clip. You can edit any way you want. And cops today are facing that issue.
Tyler.
It's a big problem. And, just on top of all the other shit I just mentioned, everyone's a journalist. Everyone has a video camera. And, I'm not saying bad cops are bad, root out the badness, but most of the time there's good shit going on. The public doesn't understand it. And without the proper context, everyone's up in arms and want to lock up cops or bad cops. And that's not the case. And that's what these young kids have to face today, which is a lot more than what we had to face 26 years ago.
Well, and to stand on Kenny's side, since he's not in here because he said his phone went to shit. One of the things that he wanted to do, and Anthony wanted to do, is they wanted to try and award cops for doing good things and put some of that positive stuff out in social media and say, look, it's not all just doom and gloom. We've got people out there doing a great job, kicking in. Doing it the safe way, way more than what some of the stuff that ends up on these reels or some of the stuff that ends up on social media, because most of what these training accounts and stuff are trying to bring up are training opportunities. But sadly, it ends up becoming so negative that we kind of like Ghostbusters 2, live in a cesspool of goo that lights the city on fire.
Yeah, that's because positive shit don't sell, dude. No one wants to watch that shit.
No, they don't.
Every day, cops are doing positive interactions. They're doing good deeds. You just don't see it. Cop will pull over. How many times have you done this in your career? Played quarterback for 10 minutes. You study quarterback. Get out, shoot a ball. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Sit down, talk to the kids. Ice cream man's there. Pull over. Buy everyone ice cream.
I was the ice cream man.
Happens every day. I can see that.
Yeah, I just found which kids were holding and took them to jail. That's
good too. You weed out the bad ones. But seriously, a lot of good shit happens all the time. You just don't hear about it. And to Tyler's point, though, cops are our own worst enemies. They ruin a lot of good shit. They take advantage of stuff. You know, how many free food places did you have that some asshole cop came in when they're off duty, ordered
Oof.
10 pizzas to go feed their family, and now everyone's looking at this guy like, look at these cops, man. We give him a couple free slices. He's feeding his whole fucking family 10 pizzas.
Dude, that
all the time.
or car washes. Car washes
Yep.
try, and then they've got a fleet of cars. And I used to work with dudes that would wash it every day. And I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Like, you got to be a team player. They're clearly not going to allow this every day at the car wash. I'm going to go get my car washed. It's free. Like, dude, you're an idiot.
Yep. Dude, so
Yeah.
I had a gas station, Amber and Allegheny, you know, it's in the hood. And one day I come in here and a guy grabs me and they gave us free coffee every now and then, like actual free products too, like a tasty cake that they'd let you slide. But you shouldn't expect it. The coffee was free. He says, man, there's this new cop. He comes in, takes whatever he wants and leaves. I said something to him about it. He says, oh, I'm a cop. I can do what I want, and left. I said, okay. When does he come in? He told me the time. So I parked off to the side and waited. And then here he comes, you know, half in uniform, half out because he's getting ready. He's a rookie. He's at 6 months on, and he's an inside bitch already. All right? 6 months, he's an inside bitch, like after 2 months. So I got no respect for him. He's a fucking
What's
pussy
an
to begin
inside
with.
bitch mean?
Yeah, when you work inside, you know, you're not on the street. If you're a fucking rookie and you go work the desk and do paperwork all day inside, like that was his job.
Wait, is that a desired position?
For pussies.
Yeah, sounds like
can,
it.
Can you guys pick that? I didn't.
Yeah, for pussies, dude. For people afraid to go on the fucking street, like, yo.
So they
I was
can
in
say, I
Kensington.
want to go work a desk.
Yeah, if they're good at it, they got good clerical skills and shit like that. Yeah, they'll be scooped up and put inside, especially if you don't work out on the street. And dude, if you're a rookie, you're a man, and you're doing that, you're a fucking pussy. So, sure
Agreed.
enough, went in, grabbed a coffee, had some tasty cakes and a hot dog, and started walking out. I pretty much all but grabbed him by his fucking ear and drugged him back in there. Read him the fucking riot act. I told him, dude, that's it, dude. You're done. Pay this fucking man for everything you just fucking took, and I would give him money for what you fucking took the last few times, and don't ever come fucking back in here again.
And
you
also
know,
buy me a case of beer.
right? I should have. I'd have let everyone else know too. Like this dude's a fucking bitch.
But did you snitch on him to the higher ups?
No, but
and that's cop work, dude. You don't fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, like there is a code when it comes to cop work. As long as he didn't literally do anything illegal. I'm not talking about illegal activity.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
what
yeah.
I am talking about is when a new guy is fucking up so bad that you correct him in house.
Yeah.
You don't go fucking snitch on him.
You know, excuse the pun. You police yourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that. I mean, that's the way it always should be. Like I've had officers even recently call me and go, "Yo, did you call Sarge for that?" And I go, "No, I told you myself." I'm like, "Why would I call Sarge about that? I'm telling you right now. I told you to your face. I didn't. Why would I tell you to your face and then call Sarge?" I go, "I'm telling you as a senior guy, this isn't the way you should be operating. You shouldn't be doing X, Y, and Z or sandbagging or doing all that. You need to get back in service, all that kind of stuff." And they were like, "Oh, okay," because Sarge called me. I go, he's just probably listening to the radio and being a good sergeant, and he can hear that you're not doing jack shit. So, you know, so
we would to weed out new guys. I know it's kind of off topic, but yeah, this is 25 years ago. So whatever, dude, you can get your fucking panties in a bunch. But we'd meet up. You know, we'd report off at 11:30 if we're working 4 to 12, and I'd have a 30-pack of Miller Lite, and a couple of us would sit around, have some beers. And, you know, we pull the new guy in fucking purposely, throw him a beer. And if he fucking drank the beer, you know, he's all right. If he didn't, then we fucking, have to watch him a little bit harder.
yeah, you know, you couldn't trust
the
him.
test.
Yeah, I mean, like one of the things. Can we bring in Anthony? Because I think he does what. Are we waiting? There you go.
No, we can. Anthony, you're on.
Anthony, you and Nick, you're probably used to it, Nick, but you guys have fleet vehicles, right? You drive POVs into work, and then you have or do you guys have take-home cars?
When I was new, we'd have to take our POVs and we'd have to get a shitty ass fleet car. But once you get 2 years on, you get to take it home. Now I think everybody just gets them. So,
Nick, when you were on, did you have take-home cars?
Lucky if I had a fucking patrol car to work, dude.
Yeah, right.
Home.
And one of the cool things about, I mean, I never experienced it because as soon as I got on, I had a take-home car. So I'm not bitching about that. I would rather have a take-home car. But one of the things that you don't get to do is choir practice, where everybody's done. And I mean, you could go
choir
somewhere. You
practice
guys
all the time.
Go park in a parking garage somewhere. Everybody meet up. You could go to a bar. You know, because when everybody's got to go home, take their cars home, get changed. Now you got to tell the wife, I'm going back out
Yeah, it
for
doesn't
2
happen.
beers. Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So we'd have choir practice when we were originally the 24th and 25th was together in Kensington, dude. It's one of the worst areas in the entire country. And about a block away was our parking lot. We had to have a gas shack. We had a pump there and a guy that manned it the entire time, fenced in. That's where our choir practice was. And, you know, we get internal affairs complaints every now and then that we're loud and boisterous at 3 a.m. drinking and shit like that. And
Tailgating.
taking our pictures, and you know, somebody got pulled in. You know, they had to identify somebody's bare ass mooning the camera at 2 a.m. I don't know. It's just a coincidence. The guy had the same mo I do in my ass, but
Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna need a lineup.
that was 2000. So luckily
It's
it was
a
grainy.
tattoo of margarita on his ass.
Yeah, that's on my chest. Dude. I got
He's
Misty
got
on my ass.
He's got a mojito on his ass.
Anthony, what's your take on Kenny's take versus my take?
So Ken, you got to remember, Kenny's from a smaller department, man. Like, I think he said there's like 70 cops on his department. Like Tyler, what's your department was how big?
2000.
So 2000. Justin, I know you got a big department
200
too, and I'm like 500-ish, right? So like, I think I'm in a good spot to kind of see both sides of it. Where it's like if you have a smaller department, you're going to get a whole lot more of like a family feel to it. And you're going to get better people that are going to talk to you. Like, it's a lot easier to be like, hey man, don't do that again, versus like, oh, you're written up for all this bullshit. It's like, this did not need to rise to a write-up. But if you got somebody that's like more of a family dynamic, they're not going to do that versus a big bureaucratic organization. They're just going to have a higher percentage of shitty people in command positions that don't know how to do that or won't do it or don't care to do it. And they're just going to roll a bunch of shit downhill at you. Like, you know, we're dealing with, command that is going through and trying to circumvent pursuits because he doesn't like them. But so he like basically one guy wants no pursuits. So he's just reviewing each nitpicky detail of the guys that are chasing people and writing them up for it so that they just won't go do pursuits because you'll get suspended, even though they're not doing anything wrong. So it's like we get that and we get the other side of it too because we're small enough. So I can see both sides of this, you know, and like I've been on for almost 20 years and I still love the job. It's still a good deal, but it's not like Tyler, I think it was you said like don't have any complaints. Like I got a shit ton of complaints. You know what I mean? Like,
But you're an active cop,
right? So, but like, you know, I think a lot of it is I got to a point after like a wreck that I got into where I'm like, well, by policy, I should have had a letter of reprimand. And all of a sudden that letter of reprimand turned into a 3-day suspension. And I was like, I wrecked a car going 30 miles an hour chasing a guy. And it should have been a letter, but because of XYZ factors, the chief at the time was like, you're going to get 3 days. I was like, this doesn't make any sense to me. So I started going down that whole like super negative attitude. And then I was like, you know, this is too cool of a job for me to let these politicians live rent free in my head. So I'm just going to keep doing what I do. I'm going to make sure that I know all the policies and I'm going to take the risks that I choose on chasing people and fighting people and that kind of stuff. Cause I know there's always a chance that admin can literally do whatever they want. And if they want you, they're going to get you. So like, just don't let them live rent free in your head. Do what you know is right. Do what you know you can sleep with at night, and then protect your buddies. And that's it, man. Like,
yeah, I have a tendency of like, you know, I could fall down those holes and get all negative and get upset and stuff. And I have a zone partner, one of my boys that I've had since I started. And he's just amazingly like, I mean, he's been fucked with a lot too himself, but he's just got such an oddly positive personality that he pulls me out of it all the time. Like I'll be like, oh, this and this and that. And he'll be like, well, whatever, you know? And I'm like, really, bro? I'm like, okay. So then I'd start like listening in conversations, like at breakfast with like other guys that we work with, and they start getting negative. And I'm like, I could feed into this, or I could just use his mantra and just be like, hey man, whatever. And I'm like, it really does make it a lot easier doing that.
Yeah, and it's stuff that you can't control anyway. So your choice is like you can quit and be like, I've had enough, and that's well within your right. Or you can say, I'm choosing to stay here, and if I'm going to choose to stay here, I'm going to make sure that it doesn't destroy my brain. So it's like I can't control these dudes in charge. All I can do is control my reactions and make my decisions on how I'm going to do the job.
It's easy to get disgruntled.
It is. This job is designed. This job is designed for negativity. It is designed for it. I firmly believe that.
I put my money where my mouth is though, and I for 3 years I worked on. I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to be able to do this long term. So I worked on the businesses, and I was able to scrounge up enough cash to like compare to my salary. And so, because I think guys don't do that. Like, but that's any job, dude. You should have a backup plan anywhere, especially in the private industry. You could be. I think honestly, cops are more protected from termination than people in the private sector. They can just fire you. Like, you know,
some the civil service status. Yeah, some.
So I mean, I think everybody should have a backup plan.
This is an industry where most jobs you won't get this. You know, you have some fucking super cops, dude, that eat, breathe, shit, and sleep police work. It's their whole fucking life and their identity. You know, and dude, by you even saying you should have a backup plan, they're mortified at that. They couldn't even fucking fathom.
Well, they call you they call you fake. You know, you're not a real cop. Like, I'm all about the job. What a pussy. That guy's checked out. And it's like, I mean, and you, all I do is sit there and think like, okay, give it time, bud. And I don't wish it upon them. Okay, I understand. I was that same way. Same way. Oh, you're just a giant pussy. You don't want to get hurt. You don't.
At some point, like, you're gonna have to turn your badge in, no matter what. So, like, if you're not working on like who you are after the job, you're setting yourself up for a very poor transition out of it, because you don't get to do this forever unless you die on the job, you know, which like nobody really wants.
No.
But like, you're going to have to give it up. You're going to have to figure out what you're going to do on the back end. You know, like that's part of life. It's just like in playing college football. Like, there's still buddies of mine that I look at and I'm like, you never got past our senior year of football. Like, you're still there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I left the police department in 2004 to become a Hollywood, Florida cop. And you would have fucking swore, dude, I committed an egregious cardinal sin. People couldn't believe, dude, mad at me, hated me. What are you doing? You're throwing away an opportunity. I'm like, dude, it's a fucking job, bro. I'm going to go be a cop in Hollywood, Florida. So I told him I told him I was quitting and selling lawn furniture.
Yeah, he was. Hey, we got a special guest coming in from the cruise ship, so I'll bring Mike in for just a brief moment. We don't need this guy to steal all the spotlight. There he is.
Turn your fucking TV down. Oh,
what is it? The cruise directors give me some information, man. I can't help it.
I'm sorry. I thought, I thought that was your wife talking. I said that. I was like, oh shit. But it's the cruise director.
Mike can't even hear.
I can hear barely. She literally started talking as soon as I came in. Hold on.
All right.
Keep going.
I'll kick Mike.
Keep going.
All right. I'll mute you, and then you wave when you're clear. There we go. He's muted, so we don't need to learn about the safety of the boat, except for the fact JoJo's going to throw Mike off at some point, probably.
Is he on vacation?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just left today. He wouldn't shut up about it.
He wouldn't shut up about it. But yeah, no, I mean, and hey, I'm living through that right now, you know, getting ready to transition out of law enforcement and, you know, kind of what I've been looking at for like the last year. But I've always been, you know, trying to be smart about hobbies and things on the side and the side hustles and the game, because like you guys have said, you never know when you're out of this job. And, you know, when it came close to the end of, or me getting to 20 years, it was like, oh, okay, there's a goal there at least, because, you know, at 43 years old, I can start collecting a pension. So that's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, basically. And so I was sticking that out, but, you know, definitely.
Dude, it's not an easy transition either, dude. People don't really talk about it. You know, it's hard to go from being a cop and everything that you were to just be, you know, Joe Q public citizen. You know, it's tough. You'll dream about it a lot, dude, and you know, you'll think about, you miss the camaraderie. You know, you do miss the job. It's a tough transition. You know,
Tyler said that he's not as good of a driver anymore.
Oh yeah, you lose that quickly. I'm telling you guys, like you as a cop, you are a master driver, driving with your knees, looking at your phone, like. And then after about 3 months, when you're not driving for 12 hours a day, you start hitting curbs and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. That's a true story.
Well, when you drive, when you actually have to drive to work still and like long distances, you keep it. You're pretty well good at it still. You know,
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
you only
Mike,
drive
it's about-
3 minutes to the studio and home, man. Like
We got to get
Right
Tyler
back and
needs just
forth.
like an e-bike. He needs an e-bike just to go from his house to the studio. That's about all
Lewis
he needs.
rides
well,
a bicycle.
Lewis has got a bike, and fucking Lewis lives like 2 blocks away. I don't know why Tyler and Lewis just don't ride there together.
He lives next door to
Fucking tandem bike, fucking
Tandem bikes.
Lewis, you can
Austin
ride it. You'll
Tism
be
in the
fine.
fucking same bike. It'll be shaped like a puzzle piece. The two of them coming down the fucking road.
Hey, Justin, do you have the clip that Mike made pulled up by chance or no?
Oh no.
And-
Yeah, I can do that. I can just pull
That's a
up
good
his.
one, right?
Yeah, that was good. It was good.
Anthony, did you see it?
Probably not.
It's Justin's 10-7 video. You know how they do like those Instagrams, like we met you in 10-7. We wish you the best of luck.
These are gay.
And then, yeah, I mean,
There-
Justin's is pretty good. Though.
Look,
this one's really good. This one's really good.
Let me preface it a little bit. I honestly didn't think that it was going to happen. I didn't know it was happening, and it was literally like after lunch, my sergeant like typed up something and sent it up to dispatch and said, "Hey, you're doing this." So
Did you cry?
I haven't heard. No, we'll show it.
Pussy.
So let me. Did you want me to cry or what did you want me to
dude,
do?
you big pussy.
You big. I'm a big fucking pussy. All right.
Waterworks.
Where's this thing? Let me see if I can get
It's
this.
really good.
Yeah, I was wondering why you're reading it, dude.
Oh, so that was,
It was,
okay.
it was like 3 words.
Yeah.
No, and so the-
Dude,
No,
it was like
nothing.
4 fucking words. He has to read a script.
Justin, yeah, you got the, yeah. There it is. Okay.
You want me to put it up?
Yeah.
So
Not the real
let me
one.
just do this.
Bow-legged.
No, it's not. That's the
No,
the good one.
It's not it. It's let me pull it out.
Bow-legged.
Yeah, it's because of the 0.5. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
upload it to the thing real quick.
Responded with one sentence, and he had to read it off his phone.
So
Dude,
here's the
acting's
thing,
not
like
his future.
Here's the thing. Like I said, since I hadn't prepared for it and I didn't think it was going to happen, I had texted my wife something that I was prepping for a just like in case or for my social media post that I was going to do. So it really wasn't something that I intended on sharing. And I was like, oh, I need to say something. So that was why it was only 2 seconds. Shit, I can't get this thing to fucking share.
I have a holiday message I wrote down for everybody.
Mike, can you
You have
send it? Can you email it to me or
Merry
something?
Christmas.
Or send it on Instagram to me to Antihero.
I texted to Justin. All he's got to do is email it to himself and then open it.
Yeah, I'll email it. All right.
You look like Lewis trying to fucking solving a Rubik's cube over there.
I'll get it later. I'll do it later.
We'll get it next time.
Next time or whatever Lewis says.
He's got to pull his script up. Give him a minute.
Yeah. Let me pull a little short
You want me
brief
to
text
cover,
message
you want me to
that
cover something while you get that?
yeah, I'll have it in a
Thank
second.
you.
But yeah, go ahead.
Thank you guys for the career. The end.
The
Thank you
end.
guys for the career. The end.
Fuck you. Damn, it didn't even connect. Fucking hey. Yeah, talk about something for a
It was
second,
good.
Tyler. I don't know why it didn't connect.
So this is I'm gonna pull up the screen, my wife's podcast, and what they were doing was they were fucking doing their girl thing where they were talking about alpha males and they were making fun of dudes smoking cigars. And I think to give it context, I think they had talked about Andrew Tate prior. And you see her like make fun of someone, I think Andrew Tate being bald, and then like kind of look down and realize that her husband is also bald. And she just like changed the tune. Like it was, I've watched it and I couldn't stop laughing. I'll pull it up. Hold on.
Mike, I'm glad you're doing your nails.
Y'all ready?
It's got to do something while everybody tries to figure out how to work the computer.
That's what
Right.
alphas do.
Yeah.
You have to
Sorry.
it's just like it makes it corny, dude.
It
It's
does.
corny. It's cornball. Like it's so corny. Like I'm
just
so
say you like
manly.
sucking dick. Just say you like sucking dick.
Right.
I see what you're doing. I
Like-
do see what you're doing.
I am such a man that his bald ass head, like, I don't know. I think that
Yeah, that was clear as day.
That is exactly what happened.
Clear as day. She was like, maybe
That's
she's not embarrassed by it, but she knew I was gonna see it, so she was like, "Fuck."
Mouth closed. All right, I think I got the computer figured out, so let me bring you guys over here. And all right, here we go. This was really my video. This is what got sent to me by the department.
You got to turn the volume on.
You guys can't hear the volume?
Nope.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That was the thing that you did earlier. Yeah, I don't know why I can hear it on mine.
Nothing
What's
but the
funny is
best
I
at open
can't-
mic.
I can't hear what I'm playing, but you guys can. So everything I've been sharing on Instagram, like Kenny and Heather, like just now, I can't hear it, but you guys
Oh,
can.
all right.
And
all
now
right,
you're
can
playing
you-
something.
But I can hear it, and you guys
Yeah,
can't.
you can't.
Let me try one other thing. No? Yes, no?
Mike, if you can, just send it to my Instagram, dude. Send it to Mike. Send it to Anti-Hero Instagram. I'll pull it up.
Jesus.
I got
What
this.
a mess. What a mess. I'm
Fast
going to go to the
Mike.
comments and
As fast as Mike can get it. No, what's funny is that in my original reel that Kenny kind of picked apart and debated with, one of the comments I was talking about FTOs and how cops are kind of like the type of person it takes to be a cop. I really wasn't trying to shit on new cops because you have to be a confident person. Those people are very hard to teach because they know everything, because they're the type of person we need to solve problems. And that's why old school FTOs would do the thing where they drop you off at places when you don't listen, and et cetera.
yeah.
And somebody commented, "Did your FTO teach you about domestic violence too?"
Oh, I saw that and I was like, ooh, bazinga.
I laughed, man. That was a good one.
That's
What's
one
an
of Mike's
FTO?
burner
It should be
accounts.
there. It should be there.
That's a training officer.
It should be in your. Yeah.
I got it.
Field
All right.
training officer, Nick.
I know what it is. We never had any of them.
You just learned on your own.
Literally.
Boom. Messages. It's it. You sent it to Anti-Hero?
Where'd
Yeah,
you send it, Mike?
As a video.
Okay, I'm waiting on it still.
You know, my fourth day.
Oh,
I
it's
went
still
to
sending because I'm on a
20
fucking cruise ship. Hold on. It's halfway. Hold on.
All right, that's fine.
So,
Go ahead, Nick.
Just to your point, it's my fourth day on the job, and on Fat Day, when all the squads are in, it happens twice a month. They would send us over to 25th because it's very busy at the 25th. So they send me over on my fourth day by myself. They hand me keys to a cop car to a district I've never been in, but I've only been in mine for 4 days. And I went out and pushed the car for fucking 8 hours with no idea what I was doing. I went to install an auto report for about 7 hours. Took me 7 hours to find the house. I wasn't
We
asking
didn't-
for help either.
No GPSs.
Oh
No,
yeah.
absolutely not, dude. We had a street guide, which was just paper.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
and-
you worked in the fucking inner city.
yeah.
Everything's gridded. You just
No, it
memorize
ain't, dude.
one.
Get the fuck
1
outta
through
here.
49.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here, dude. It ain't
Dude,
good.
I remember going when I got on in 07, and that was the same thing. Like we had paper maps and all that. There was one day I could not find my way around, and I had to call my buddy on my shitty ass like first cell phone I had. And they'd be like, dude, do you know how to read this? For some reason, I'm retarded today and I cannot read this map. So he had to like guide me into where I was at because I wasn't going to ask anybody for help. That was for sure.
Yeah, dude. It went like if you're looking for like Emerald Street, it'll be like it's the first street east of Kensington Avenue, you know, running between it, and
It's
like
the-
you
it's
have to
there.
know other fucking landmarks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy, dude. An old
We had
timer
a-
gave me a street guide, which was the best though. So it really helped me out.
We had a
that-
Sharpie map of the city. So it was like drawn with like a Sharpie of all the streets and stuff like that. And on my second phase, I was on Midnights, and he goes, get yourself a highlighter, highlight all the streets because it's easier on Midnights to read highlighted streets. So I sat there for like the first day coloring in a fucking map book, or printed out pieces of paper of Sharpied maps of the city. So
All right, you guys
Yeah,
ready?
dude.
It
These
was a
kids have no
good map
idea.
book.
Now they got GPS. It's fucking easy.
A bunch of grumpy old cops.
Donut Shop, we want to thank you for your dedicated service to the community and for helping young children cross the street and getting cats out of trees and wearing your vest and being such an asset to the agency for the last 20 years. We cannot wait to see the future as you move forward and try to keep up with Tyler and Mike in the podcast game. We really will miss you. You are a brother in blue. The thin blue line is your complete identity, and we love you so much. So please be safe and make sure you never forget us, brother.
Bravo 801. Everybody take care of each other, especially yourself. Thank you for the great years. Stay safe. Bravo 801. 123
Very enthusiastic.
Look, I'm a on the radio, off the radio kind of guy. Like, I don't do these dissertations that these kids do now. Oh, I fixed the CAD notes. I
respect that.
Like,
That was the shortest end of watch I've ever heard.
I didn't know it was happening.
I didn't know it was happening. Just stand there, Justin. We're gonna put the cameras on you. Nothing's happening. All right.
No, that was my wife's phone.
Nothing's happening.
And she filmed it. She was there. She wanted to take a picture with me right after I did it, which was just supposed to be me saying 10-7. That's all I thought I was gonna do. Is I was just gonna go 10-7. I said, hey, we could take a picture in front of the PD, and she was like, okay, great. And then my boy Joe, he slid in and came to hang out too. And I was like, uh-oh, this looks like it's more than what it was supposed to be. So it was kind of a surprise. So
Mike put in the extra effort yesterday. He really
Good job.
wanted to make that happen.
It was good. It was good. I loved it.
I did some work. All right, I'm going back to the bar. You guys,
The blue line.
take care, guys.
Later, Mike. Enjoy.
Be safe.
Booted. The blue line runs through me, or whatever the hell he said. That was just a total Mike thing right there. I could tell.
Entire identity.
My entire identity. I love it.
What? So are we doing Die Hard or what?
Yeah, let's do that's what we sorry. Hey, should I mention keep talking about me. Today's the exact 20th day or 20th year that I swore to the Constitution that I'd be a police officer. So it's actually my 20th anniversary today. So
Very nice.
today is the 19th of December. So today should technically be my retirement day, but I'm trying to make a little extra money by staying on until New Year's Eve. So,
but you're done wearing the uniform.
Yeah, I'm done wearing the uniform. I'm just going to go into briefing, eat breakfast with the guys, hit the gym, run back to my garage, grab some of the gear, and like keep throwing it at the warehouse. Here, take this. Here's my ticket book. Here's my radio. All those little things that they want back.
Easy.
Is the 31st your last day officially?
The 31st is my technical last. So I'll get paid for the 31st.
Nice.
So you started in 2005, huh?
Yeah, right before 2006. Yeah, right in December.
I was a junior in high school. That's crazy. I think you're one of my first friends, Anthony. I mean, no offense, you're right around the corner, like actually retiring that I'm friends with. Like I know retired guys, and I know guys that have retired, and I was never really like friends with them, but like kind of makes it's weird. Yeah,
it's there. A lot of people are saying that because I'm young and I'm still 20 years in. People would expect me. I could do like 12 more years, not 12 more days, 12 more years, and I'm like, I told my wife that last night. I go 12 more years. I could be playing this game. I go no. So it ain't about the money.
Can you pull your pension right away?
Yeah, I'm going to get a check on the 2nd only because the 1st is a holiday.
Dude, that's crazy. We can't, Indiana, you can't till you're 52.
Geez,
so even when I get 20 on, I'll have to find something to do or I'm going to be unemployed.
Oh yeah, I got mine. Yeah, mine's coming.
Anthony, will you be able to get into the do you have a plan on going into the private sector, or are you going to do something law enforcement related?
Well, I was just kicking around I just crossed 18 years a couple months ago. So now it's like inside of 2 years, I'm really looking at maybe going back to school, getting a master's in mental health counseling, school counseling, maybe doing I was talking to Justin about this today, like coaching football, like the last 4 years with my son being in high school and then being a senior this year. I kind of always figured I'll probably just do it through high school. And then when he's done, I'll probably just kind of phase out, but I fucking love it. And, Like I could legitimately do that, like do some mental health counseling work, some school counseling work, and get into like, there's a lot of different things you could do with that. Coaching full time, getting more into like, like every department's got a psychologist or mental health counselor that I think most of them do a very poor job, especially if they've never worked on the job. They don't really understand how like all the different things work together with it. There's some ideas I have with that. So I don't know. There's just a lot of in life. There's a lot of doors if you keep your head up. So that's kind of what I'm kicking around.
No,
It's exciting, dude.
Yeah, him and I were talking about it because I told him, I said, like, look, like just like police departments go crazy about like these Jocko books and learning from like special forces guys to police departments. Him talking to high school students like on a football team, it's like big stuff because these guys are all thinking in their life, oh, I might want to be a SWAT guy. I want to do this and this and that, or a football player. And Anthony can speak to all that stuff, which resonates to them just like it does to police administrators when they're thinking of Jocko.
I coach my son now. Granted, he's in he's 13, so he's not. I mean, obviously, outside of rec, I'm never going to teach, or coach. But when I tell them these things, like, you talk about a team, you're like one of the only coaches that can really talk about being part of a team. You can only talk like linebackers. Like there are a couple of the kids were kind of like, I don't want to say bitching, but they were like, I'm like, no one asked you to be here, dude. No one asked you to be linebacker. You can go somewhere else. And I was like, but you will find conflict as a linebacker. That is your job. That is your job. And that was expressing like, when it, like as a cop, you don't really find, if you're a proactive street crimes SWAT guy, that is your job. You chose to sign up for it, so you are going to go seek conflict. That's what you're here for. You will be hitting people almost every play, trying to find somebody to hit,
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so much of it, even from like tactics and SWAT, like you look at like, all right, what are you trying to do? You're trying to like make a plan, have a contingency, and then you flank on stuff and like you do all those things. And it's like, okay, well, this is exactly the same as like running an offense. Like you have to understand like, all right, what do I want to establish? How do I want to do that? What do I want off of this? How am I going to move these people around and like effectively like, achieve the goal? Like it's all the same. And really like that. And that's what we were talking about earlier is like, it's the same principles. It's just if you bring them in from a different angle, all of a sudden they catch kids, especially like at a different spot, and they're like, oh man, like that coach told me something that I've heard a million times in the same way versus this guy said the same thing in a different way, and all of a sudden it's like moving, they get it, or it motivates them differently or something, So it's I don't know, it's pretty cool. It all kind of connects.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very relevant.
And to you asked a question earlier, Tyler. I'm leaning into for additional money is we have a reserve program where I can go work only one type of detail at the arena, so I can go work at the arena, and so I was thinking about
that sounds like a good gig.
Yeah, it's like one. If I do, we're doing the math. If I did like one game a week for an entire month, it's like $1,500 extra bucks to supplement supplement the wallet kind of thing. So it's like,
what about your health insurance? Is that now coming out of pocket, or is it your agency?
It's coming out of pocket. It's like $700 and it's almost $800, but then I get a $700 stipend in my pension that is supposed to go towards insurance. Okay. So I'm pretty much covered. And then my wife is on her plan with the hospital. I could have gone to hers, but we have good insurance. So I wanted to kind of at least stick it out just in case she changes jobs or says, fuck this place and leaves. I don't want to be like, oh, now I'm without it too. So because she can always within 30 days come back on mine, 30 days from her leaving a job. So, so I wanted to stay anchored and it's not too bad. It's really good health insurance.
What
so
that'll do is that'll scratch that itch. I think a lot of guys, I personally have not, I said it the other day, I have not woken up once and missed that job, but I have something I'm very passionate about that takes my mind off it. And I love my job now, but if there were to be in it, that's going to scratch it. That's going, you're going to put it on, you're going to do your shift and be like, man, I remember how much I don't like wearing these boots. I don't, and then you're good until next week.
All it took was a phone call to one of my guys, and I remembered why. I was happy to see that.
I mean, all very true, and this is also stuff that Anthony and I were talking about this morning. That yeah, I mean that to have that option with an agency is somewhat of a good thing for some of us. For some of us, it's not. But if you could have that transitional period where you're able to do like a reservist or a part-time position, it can help certain guys scratch that itch to wean themselves off of the career or stay afloat for a little bit while they look for other things, and then they can go, all right guys, I'm out, versus having to put in 40 to 46 hours a week depending on the schedule. So
Philly cops right now are making $200,000 and $300,000 a year. There's unlimited overtime.
Yeah,
they can't get enough people. If they can't, and they're discussing bringing back cops like myself who were hurt on a job and shit like that. If I was able to like keep my pension and come back and maybe not pay into a pension or 401k, I would go back in a second, dude, because the $200,000 or $300,000 seemed pretty damn nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd have to send me home, dude. Like, yeah, you've been here 48 hours. Go home.
Yeah, exactly.
Nick would sell all of his podcast equipment and be like, fuck you guys. I'm going back to cop work.
Yeah. Nick, we're violating federal laws by having you work still right now. Like, you need to go home. Like, you're done for the day. But yeah, so so that's an option for me. I have to wait 6 months to do it anyways. Like, my pension has to be like fully involved for 6 months before I can even apply for that position. So we'll see. By that time I might be like a major podcaster, top 5 in the country. Who really knows?
Yeah. No time to go.
Speaking about transitioning, how about Die Hard, man? I got a good Die Hard.
All right.
Die Hard story, dude. Right?
So the question was, and I figured we were going to do it last week, but then I was like, oh, wait a minute, it's kind of the week of Christmas coming up, so we might as well talk about it now. So the age-old or only a few years old discussion of whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie. So go with what you got, Nick. What do you think?
All right, so it's 100% a Christmas movie, but it's a special place in my heart. One of the best days of my life, dude. I was 10 years old. My mom and dad were going out, and it was the first time I was ever going to stay home by myself. It was like 3 hours. We're going to the mall. We'll be back in 3 hours. My dad gave me like $7. I ordered a cheesesteak, fries, and he said, you're allowed to watch Die Hard. Sat down, man, got my cheesesteak, my fries. I was home alone for the first time in my life. I watched Die Hard. It was the best fucking day of my life. Still one of the best days. But it was definitely a Christmas movie.
Nick was 19 when his parents finally let him stay at home.
Bro, similar story to that. Completely out of the area. Segue. One of my first pay-per-view movies that I was allowed to like stay home alone and watch and like get on pay-per-view was Bad Boys, the first Bad Boys movie. So
I was going to say Edward Penis Hands or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Anyways, let's get back to the topic since Nick's going to beat me up about something. So you say yes. We didn't necessarily take sides on this pre-show to go with an argument, but what do you say, Anthony?
I mean, I don't know how you can reasonably say that it's not a Christmas movie. Like the whole premise is around Christmas. The soundtrack is Christmas.
The Christmas party.
Without the Christmas party, the movie doesn't exist. So the whole thing doesn't happen. But this is also something that I have sitting up here all year. This
countdown?
is Hans Gruber. This is my
fucking awesome, man.
Well, every day you drop him one floor, and when he hits the bottom, Merry Christmas.
That's fucking awesome.
I mean, you can't go wrong.
I have this up all year long.
Yeah,
you know that look he gives you when they drop him.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys heard this before, but yeah, exactly. That's it, dude. So he was
They actually dropped him.
Yeah, they dropped him. So he said, we're going to drop you on 3. One dropped him and it scared the shit out of him.
Yeah, so it was a truthful fear.
Yep.
Yeah, surprise.
Genuine
That's
reaction.
perfect. Yeah, no, I mean it is fucking great. So what do you say, Tyler?
I mean, obviously, I think it's actually been proven that it's a Christmas movie. Like somebody of merit, whether it be director or Bruce Willis before he had his health issues, I think somebody of merit said it's absolutely a Christmas. Like ended the debate. Like, so, yeah. And Anthony's point, you can't. The movie's based off of a Christmas party.
He
There
fucking
wouldn't
flew
be a
to
party
LA.
in December if it was a fucking St.
Yeah.
Patrick's Day.
Actually, when I put it into Google, Bruce Willis famously declared it's a goddamn Bruce Willis movie, not a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
So I think you're wrong on that one.
Well, if you
and
ask
just-
him that today, he won't remember.
Yeah, he forgot. He said, "Oh, so sad." But and so this morning I saw on the news they were actually talking about it. Macaulay Culkin, who has declared himself like the godfather of Christmas movies since Home Alone 1 and 2 are like the two top Christmas movies out there. He said Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. He says it's an action movie that if you replaced it with a St. Patrick's Day party, the movie would still happen. And I went, oh, if they were
Okay, well then,
all wearing
Home
green
Alone-
shirts.
Yeah, you can say that about Home Alone. If it's fucking St. Patty's Day and
Right.
put up St. Patrick's Day fucking things, it's that's
And if
stupid.
his parents were leaving home for St. Patrick's
Yeah.
Day,
Yeah,
Right.
going to Ireland, dude.
Yeah,
they were flying to Ireland.
Fucking drunk.
It's the Christmas tree. It's the Christmas movie or
Yeah.
music. It is like the infamous Run DMC song, like at the very beginning. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh
How
yeah,
about
yeah,
Lethal Weapon.
yeah. So yeah, bring that up. I know
Lethal
Anthony
Weapon
was into that too.
definitely a
Lethal.
Christmas movie, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could make an argument, a better argument that Lethal Weapon is not a Christmas movie, but the setting is still Christmas. They're still fighting at the end with all the Christmas
fight
lights out.
scene.
Like how can you really deny that
Yeah.
one? You know,
The fight scene's one of the best fight scenes in Hollywood history. And it's
Absolutely.
I've never
fucking
seen
Christmas
Lethal Weapon.
decorations.
he ends that fight with a leg triangle. How the fuck? Who choreographed this? Like this is the finishing move.
I got to watch it again. Tyler says he's never even seen Lethal Weapon.
Oh my god, dude! Are you
Ah.
fucking kidding me, man? You gotta
I had-
watch it. It's a good movie. dude.
Actually, I had a guy today, right, saying that he was going to kill himself, so we committed him. But he said he was looking at the gun, and he said, "I've been thinking about rigsing myself." And I go, "From Lethal Weapon?"
How
And
old
this
was the
is
guy?
true story. He is 36. This
Wow.
just happened today.
Hey, put
And
your
I
hands
said-
behind your back. But I get what you're saying.
I said, "From Lethal Weapon?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "That's a great movie. I'm watching it tonight." And then we took him
Did
to
you give him a
hospital.
pound on that one? Like, dude, good one. Man.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
he was cuffed, so I did not.
Yeah, you can't kill yourself if you're not fucking clever.
yeah. It's you got to think this through, buddy. What was the other one,
Yeah.
Nick? Or Anthony, you mentioned another one, or you guys were talking about another movie.
Well, I mean, there's a few scenes in Rambo. They do
Oh,
have Christmas
Rambo.
stuff up, so it's Christmas season, but it's not. They never really say it.
Oh, the
And
first
then-
one?
Yeah,
100%
yeah.
a fucking Christmas movie.
It's
He shoots up the
100%.
police station. There's
Yeah.
Christmas trees
Yep.
everywhere.
Yep.
I
And
have.
then,
I have.
Oh, and then on the last one that I mentioned, that I would qualify it as a Christmas movie just because the fight at the end is Christmas, but Rocky 4.
Oh, dude, Rocky One's a Christmas movie too, dude.
Everything's a Christmas movie, Nick.
Yeah,
As long as
All
he
of a
wears
sudden,
his
there's just
Santa hat, it's
Yeah.
a Christmas movie.
dude, the whole fucking time it's Christmas time. There's Christmas lights everywhere.
That's
Christmas
right.
movie.
Yeah.
Well, you know
More
what's
than Rocky
crazy?
IV.
The
Yeah.
the way society attributes something to Christmas is look at the Charlie Brown music to the whole fucking show is played with Christmas music because Charlie Brown's Christmas back in the day was such a big Christmas movie that everybody just thinks the Charlie Brown music is.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
That's played with Christmas music. Not even
The
But at the
executives thought
time-
that it was going to bomb.
Huh?
The executives, when that premiere, thought it was going to be a disaster. But they almost didn't air Charles Brown Christmas. They thought it was terrible.
Oh, well, I've
True
never
story.
seen it, but
Seriously?
no, I've never seen that. I've never seen The Godfather. I've never
I
seen.
remember telling you, you're fucked
There's
up,
a
dude.
couple movies that like I just feel like if I watch them now, it's ruined because I should have watched them back when like that same feeling. Like, but I'm definitely gonna do Lethal Weapon. I add it to my annual Christmas. Like movie I
Bro,
watch.
Lethal Weapon. I think it was Lethal Weapon 3. They blew up a courthouse or something in the beginning of the movie. That was actually Orlando's Circuit Courthouse. It was in downtown Orlando. My aunt lived on Church Street, like just east of downtown, and there was all these flyers everywhere that said at 3:00 in the morning, there's going to be a loud explosion. And that was when they were filming that scene in the movie. And we were up there visiting my aunt. And so at 3:00 in the morning, you feel this boom. And that was the scene in the movie because Orlando was just demolishing that courthouse anyways. So the producers were like, yo, 2 birds, 1 stone. Like, you guys can blow it up while we film. And so that scene was actually a real courthouse getting blown up to make way for a new courthouse. So
It's pretty fucking cool, dude.
you know,
Oh,
I
so
remember
they
that shit.
they planned on logistically removing the courthouse anyways?
Yeah, the courthouse was set to go. So the producers must have been like looking around, like, "Hey, does anybody have a courthouse type building?"
Anybody have- where do you go network that? Like, does anybody?
I don't know. That was back when like Hollywood Studios for Disney still filmed TV shows there. You know, the Thunder in Paradise show with Hulk Hogan or whatever it was. That was filmed there in Disney, and they used to film a few TV shows there. So Orlando had a lot of film production going on during that time. So I don't know the full story. I was obviously a kid, but you know, it was
Justin,
cool.
I have a question for you before we end this.
Oh,
how do we live stream us watching Die Hard on Christmas Eve night? I feel like that would be really cool. All of us like get together for 2 hours that night, and just the problem is, I know YouTube is. I don't know how you would. They might kick it back. They might take it down. I don't really.
I
know,
think
like,
I think the only way to get around that is have it playing in the background on TV.
But then everybody's going to be off sync. Like, oh, we all going to click our buttons together?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, click. Yeah, and just have.
No, you'd have it like Justin would have his TV in the background, like we're doing right now.
Yeah,
watching it off of Justin's screen.
Like what I would do is I just set it up on the corner, like behind my couch,
like
and have
another camera.
Yeah, well, just have the camera like behind Lupe and I eating popcorn, wearing no shorts, and you can't tell, and then with the movie on in like background. So you're watching the back of my head. So like Mystery Science Theater,
yeah,
like Mystery Science Theater.
Oh yeah.
You know, like that like a Mystery Science Theater type setup.
Or you can run 2 cameras, Justin, and just like film the screen.
And film the screen. That would definitely get us a strike, I'm sure, on YouTube. I feel like it would. Hey, they said in the chat last night, I don't know if you noticed it, that the Tier 1 podcast got taken down last night during their live stream because someone on the podcast started talking about a Middle Eastern religion. So
no, I think they said now they're saying it's because they had guns in the intro.
Could be true. Doesn't he have guns in his background? Like, isn't it like the whole background? Okay,
whatever.
I will tell you this: the person running their distribution isn't.
Oh,
you know who that person is.
I mean, who they are.
Yeah. So let me ask you guys: watch It's a Wonderful Life?
I've seen it.
Yes.
I'm not surprised you didn't see it. No wonder why you're morally bankrupt.
Yeah, Nick watches it, wondering what it's like to have a wonderful life.
I mean, it's not wrong.
It's about Nick. I tell you, Christmas Carol is my favorite.
Oh, dude, I
movie genre. Any Christmas Carol, that story is Scrooged. Any Scrooge, all that. The Charles
Scrooge
Dickens
is
Christmas
great,
Carol is like one of the best stories
Captain
ever written.
Picard's a good one.
I'll tell you what,
Scrooge.
Oh yeah, when they did it from Star Trek.
Yeah.
I watched. Oddly enough, I've made a Christmas movie. Like I had to spend Christmas Eve. Like my first year as a cop, I had to work Christmas Eve day because I was still in FTO. But we had the next day off. So I was like, and my son was with his mom. I lived in Florida, no family, no girlfriend. So I was like watching Die Hard, and it ended, and I was like, well, and I started watching the movie Colors. And for the first time, I'd never seen it, and as a new cop,
great movie. Awesome
I turned that into like a Christmas Eve tradition. I watch Colors.
Nice. Well, that's my advice to all new cops. Is the Bull story? It's very good. It's so true too, dude. Walk down and fuck them all.
What's Antihero doing for Christmas? Because Christmas is on a Thursday.
We're not. We're taking the week off. You're going to be on the last any type of stream or podcast put out. I think on Christmas Eve or Christmas. Yeah, on Monday. And I think on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, we're going to do another holiday with the boys. Just I tell people, if you have a family, don't be part of this. This is
yeah.
This is just for people that happen to be spent. Like if they're working shift work, if they're doing something and they're just they don't want to be alone. Like, I don't care if there's 2 people in there, kind of our like no one spends the holidays alone campaign that, we're really passionate about. I'm passionate about. So
are we doing, are we going to film next Friday after Christmas?
Sure. Yeah, I
Doing
think,
open mic?
I'm in town.
if you guys want to,
Yeah, I'm in.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right.
So did you guys do anything on Christmas in your departments? Did you split the day? Do anything special?
No, they like mine, like, because I'm still kind of in service. Mine, you just do it. Like, last year I sat in the mall substation and watched Boondock Saints with one of my buddies. Like we got 0 calls through the whole movie, and we watched Boondock Saints.
Yeah, Christmas is
Oddly enough,
usually dead.
Yeah,
dude, I'm telling you, Christmas Day, like, I mean, maybe Christmas night it kicked off. I can't really remember, but I remember every Christmas that I worked, I was like, "Ooh, oddly slow." Like no call.
We would split the day, which is nice of them. I mean, we get paid for the full day. We call it slide time. So I was young, no kids. I would let an older guy.
Nick, that's called time theft everywhere else, but
no, it's not, dude. It's called slide time. It's absolutely legal. So we would. I'd work half the. The first. I'd come in and say, I'll work the morning. You can come in and relieve me at noon and work the second half. But we would go get fucked up, 30 packs, drinking down the river. It's good times.
Well, I mean, like there used to be. I mean, I don't know if it happens. The way we did shifts that you could do it is like the young guys kind of like stepping up and being like, I have no kids. I'm going to pay my dues and go work the holiday so the guys with kids can have that day off. Now, dude, my last agency, you had all the young kids fucking putting it on the books. They wanted the day off like a year out, and supervisors were allowing it to happen. And I'm like, so this kid on January 2nd put in for Christmas Eve and Christmas off. 12 months later, he's a fucking kid himself. He's on Facebook going to his parents' house for Christmas. That's how young he is.
Yeah.
With him and his girlfriend there. I'm like, and you allowed him to have, and they're like, well, I mean, he asked for it. No one asked
that ain't
for it.
right,
like,
dude.
It's a fucking team. We need to have a platoon meeting and sit down and go, who got the holidays off last year? Who's gotten holidays off this year? Who wants these off? Who's got kids? And it's a team decision. Like, no one does
the platoon should cover that, or however your shift figures that kind of stuff out, and then of course seniority and all that stuff. But it's I mean, I've always taken it because I don't have kids, so it's like when I was on the road last year, I had no problem, and we've got a lot of Spanish or Latin in our department, so a lot of them are Christmas Eve for Noche Buena. Noche Buena is a thing for Spanish where it's like on Christmas Eve, that's their big party for their family. So a lot of them are taken off for that, and then they come in a little later on Christmas Day, but they'll come in a little later and use up some of that time. So, or use that time to sober up.
I had about 2002 a Polish cop I was working with, and his dad was on the job for like 30 years. So he came on in the 70s. So we stopped at his house, just to get like a little Christmas breakfast, and then he pulled out the bottle of Krupnik, and he's still on the job, so not going to tell him no. So we basically had to have someone come pick up the cop car and drive us back to the district at noon because we were tore up, man. That Polish Krupnik and fucking beer is no joke. That's how job used to be, dude.
Yeah,
shit like that.
What we could do is just tell Nick we're not doing one Friday, and there's me and you do one.
Okay, make him feel sad. Fuck you guys, man.
Sweat off my balls. I ain't getting paid for this shit.
Sweat off my balls.
What do you guys do, Anthony?
New guys are typically like dumped onto second shift because we have 3 shifts. We're at 8.5. So it's really not bad, but like being new, working seconds, it was always fun because like our union hall was right down in the hood where we worked. So it would be really slow. So we would all just bring like a carry-in and just basically eat till we were about to puke and then bitch when we had to go do any work. So it was pretty fun. We still,
what city?
I'm going to refrain from
can't really talk about it.
No problem.
I will let you know later. But I mean, that's our each individual outpost. They usually do a pretty good job, like bringing a bunch of stuff and making people take turns. And if on days now, the guys that have to work, they'll let them go home for a little bit, open presents with their kids, and then come back. So it's not bad.
All right, I got a question for you guys. I'm going to bitch a little bit. It'll be quick. Do you guys have any organizations that would bring food in for you?
Yeah.
So we us too. We did PDAC, it was called, and they were great. They used to bring in a whole fucking feast for us on Thanksgiving, on Christmas Day, and it was awesome. and it was for guys that couldn't be with their families and shit like that. But then it had to be all inclusive. So they started doing it like 3 days prior. So when I'm working on fucking Thanksgiving, I got nothing to fucking eat. Everything's not, So that's my bitch. Like, why would you bring it in a couple of days early so everyone can have it? It's for the guys working on that holiday that can't get it, and nothing's open.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
my
when I
bitch.
used to kind of orchestrate that stuff when I was in the community section, the off holiday stuff, like when it was just a Thursday and Mission Barbecue hits us up and says, "Hey, when can I'll be like, "Hey, Midnight's hasn't had anything in a while, so can you bring it in at 6 for dinner?" And I know it might be tough for Mission Barbecue, like hang on to some stuff, but can you bring it in at like 6 because so the midnight guys have it? Because day shift always gets food dumped on them, and we only have 2 shifts. So the midnight platoons or the weekends never get shit. So I used to say, "Hey, can you bring it in like on a Friday when the weekends guys are starting to work?" So that way they get it, they get a piece of the pie or whatever. So to wrap things up, Anthony's got an app out right now. Anthony, can you tell us about it real quick, and then we'll close out.
Yeah, it's I'm pretty stoked at how it came out. I've been working on it for a while, but my fitness app, the Heroic app, is out. So that's got 6 different programs in it. It's got community feeds. It operates a lot like almost like a Patreon, but it's got like you can track workouts. It keeps your results and everything like that, so you can keep like progressing and that kind of stuff. Gives you access to me, to coaching, and it's all like super affordable and cheap. So I wanted to make it basically really designed for obviously law enforcement, first responders. But the biggest pushback I always get is time and money. Like, I don't have any time to work out. Well, I design the workouts so it's minimal equipment. You don't, if you have a full gym, cool, it'll work. If you don't, if you just have a garage, that works too. So the workouts are all based on scalability with that. And then money, like everybody's cheap as shit when it comes to training. So now it's like, it's $97 for the entire year. And the code that I've got now until the end of the year gets you 50% off of that. So it's literally $48.50 for the entire fucking year. And you have no excuses to not have a community, coaching, and a program built in right for you. So it's like I took all the barriers away. There's no reason not to do it.
Yeah.
Who's your target audience? Is it for first responders or everybody?
Yeah,
he said not you.
Basically,
it's for people that want to get fit, Nick, not you. People that don't want to die at 60. Look at your wood paneling or your wood fucking wallpaper looking thing looks like when you walk into a house and they've been dead for fucking 14 days.
Real wood, dude.
Real wood, particle board.
With those little nails in it at your grandma's that would snag your elbow on.
Nick's like, he's just taking it.
He's about to cry.
He's got nothing.
I'm just taking it all in, dude. Don't be a reckoning.
Love you guys.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, and if you want to hear more about that, Anthony's going to come on Donut Shop Podcast in a couple weeks. So there'll be a full episode about the app and then all other kinds of stuff. So I'm going to do a little shameless plug on that one. And then you can catch me on Anti-Hero Broadcast Monday at 11
and
Eastern.
Nick nowhere because no one wants them on his show.
He's gonna cry.
Hey,
all right, everybody.
Down in Florida, you can be on all of our shows.
Yeah, move back to Hollywood.
Yes.
No thanks.
All right, I'll see you guys later. I gotta bounce.
All right. Julie says it's like Silence of the Lambs wall. End on that. Later.
See what's on the other side.
Hey,
See you guys.